Okay, now we're just going to do a series of videos on simulating water in 3ds Max 2012. In this first part we will just use a plane and then apply water-like material to that. So let's get started. Go to Create and select Geometry, and we'll just put a plane, so click on Plane, and we'll just drag a plane out on my perspective window there. Okay, now we just need to apply the correct material to that. So press M on your keyboard to bring up the material editor, and the first default material we'll call water. We'll change it from a blend material to anisotropic, and under the anisotropic parameters here we'll first of all click to turn on self-illumination and give it a color. Now we want a different ambient and diffuse color, so we'll need to click in the unlocking panel there to unlock those, and our ambient color is going to be navy blue. So click in the color swatch there and then work around till we get a nice dark navy blue. Okay, the diffuse color will be a much bluer blue, a mid blue, but still quite dark, so we'll leave that there. And my specular color for the specular highlights will be a very pale blue, so let's select a very washed out blue color for that. A little bit bluer than that, a little bit more washed out. Okay, that'll be fine. Now we need to apply some surface maps to, actually no, before we do that we'll set the specular highlights. We'll set the specular level at about 30, and glossiness will zero out. Okay, now we'll get on to the surface maps. So scrolling right down, open up our maps panel, and we're going to need two maps. One a bump map and one a reflection map. So tick the box next to bump and next to reflection, leave them at 30 and 100 respectively, and apply a map. So we'll start with the bump map. Click on None and the Maps menu will appear, and we will use a noise map on this one. So double click on Noise. The tiling for this noise map was set to about 4 for X and 4 by Y. The Z parameter doesn't really matter in this case. And we'll change it to a fractal. So under Noise Parameters, click on Fractal, and under level there click that up to about 10, which is the maximum. So that's all we need to do there. Let's go back to our base material water and now set the reflection map. Reflection will be a fall off map. Click OK, and instead of perpendicular parallel, which looks okay, but I think Fresnel looks better, perpendicular parallel is a bit washed out. Okay, let's apply that map. So drag that map onto our object, scroll in a little bit and render that, and we can see a watery type material beginning to show there, which is good. All we probably need to do now is bung a few lights or something in just to make that a little bit brighter. So let's go to the front view, click on Create, Lights, just a standard light, and probably just put a couple of target spots on each side of that so that it looks a bit brighter. Okay, let's see how that's rendering up now. And that's looking quite a bit like water. We've still got a bit of work to do, but we'll leave that for the next video.